Hey Leo, welcome to Good Witch Intuitive Tarot. This is going to be your reading for August, the rest of August, actually, from today till the 31st. So it's a little over a week. It is a weekly reading, but it is slightly over 1 week. So Spirit and Angels, anyone for the highest good for anyone with any Leo placements. What do we need to know about this reading for this upcoming week and a half, 8 days, 9 days, I'm sorry, or 10? What do we need to know for anyone with Leo placements? Also, this could resonate any day, week, month, or year. Oops, something just flipped. Oh, shapeshifter. I love it. Okay. And you've got the broken arrow, embrace an energy of peace. I like it. Okay, so what we have here is shapeshifter. Transform and unveil your gifts. And we have embrace an energy of peace with broken arrow. So you're going to go with the flow. Whatever needs to be done for you to change into whatever to do, whatever you need to do. Shapeshifter can transform and change at will as needed, right? Also, embracing the energy of peace. So you're going to do whatever needs to be done to keep the peace in a situation. Let's get you a little more. Tell me more about this reading for Leo. What's most important? Leo reading. The Knight, be brave and honest. Let's get a little more. What else do we need to know? The Knight, be brave and honest. Sometimes this is getting real honest with yourself as well, this particular card. Air Guardian, shift your perception. Wow, okay, that makes sense. What else? I should have grabbed from the bottom, but I forgot, so we'll just grab another one. The Drum, dream and journey. All right, let's talk. All right, so we've got the Knight, be brave and honest. This is sometimes facing a truth yourself, right? We also got here Air Guardian, shifting your perception of how you see something. Absolutely, which is why you're embracing an energy of peace and getting really honest with yourself. Drum, dream, and journey. Absolutely. Your journey begins because of the fact that you are going to transform yourself to embrace an energy of peace by seeing things from a different perspective and being brave and honest and facing a truth. I love it. And this is going to be like part of your accelerated ascension, you doing the right thing, taking the high road. It takes you through this dream and journey where you're supposed to be and down your path. It's beautiful energy. It's almost like immediate reward for you seeing what needs to be done and then doing it, and it has to do with you being in high integrity and doing the right thing. What else do we need to know here for Leo? What else is important? Angel of Strength. Hostilities and all tied up. Well. Let's see what is at the bottom. Financial constraints. Absolutely. So this is something that you've got Angel of Strength and hostilities, right? You also have all tied up in financial constraints. You are so in your head, or somebody is here, about this is what I think you're changing. You've had to pull on your inner strength about how mad you are about something financial that's happened here. And I feel like you're being told you need to look at it differently. Let me get a couple more cards here. What else do we need to know about this Leo reading here? This Angel of Strength, that's a Leo card as well. What do we need to know for Leo here? Angel of Strength, hostilities all tied up in financial constraints. But you're going to face some kind of truth about all this. That's too many. Just one or two. One or two. Angel of Strength, hostilities, and all tied up. What's important? Leo, anyone with Leo placements. We have Shapeshifter, Broken Arrow, the Knight, Air Guardian, Drum, and Journey. We have the Vast Universe, New Supportive Connections. I want one more, please, for Leo. hidden motivations and behind the mask. Absolutely. Okay, so sometimes when behind the mask comes out, I get a negative feeling off of it, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes I get a feeling of just something you don't know about, or someone's hiding their feelings. There's someone here, this new supportive connection. Their hidden motivation is that they want this whole, or you want it with them. Somebody here wants it all. They want the, the white picket fence. They want the animals. They want the children. They want the house. They want the garden. They want it all. And they are two peas in a pod. So you might both want this from each other, but no one's telling anybody. So vast universe came out as well with the spirit card here. Like, and I feel like, why all the, okay, but I got to know more about why all the constraints here. Why is somebody feeling so restrained? Is someone up in their head? Is someone really hostile though? Or is this just someone's mind messing with them and not letting them have the strength to come forward and tell someone how they feel? What this really feels to me is someone who's all up in their head and afraid to come forward and say something. And could they be worried about money? Maybe. Like, it's very possible. But what I really see here is someone who's not speaking up because, well, they're being really, they have Knight, be brave and honest, and they have Angel of Strength right under it. I feel like someone is just scared to say how they feel about someone. All right, well, let me move right into, I'm so sorry, Angels and Ancestors. Oh, I used the wrong cards. So funny. I grabbed the wrong cards, but that's okay. Angels and Ancestors. I used, Energy Oracle and Quantum Oracle, okay? I'm also going to use Wisdom of the Oracle right now to find out what's going on here. What do we need to know about this? Leo reading. What do we need to know about it? Is there anything in particular? Observer. Orphaned. These came out for someone else. I'm going to put them back because they just came out together for someone else. I feel like I might not have shuffled very well. So let's try again. What do we need to know about this reading? Leo reading. Nope. That's way too many coming out, so I'm not even going to let them fall out. Just one or two. What do we need to know for Leo? Leo reading. Okay. Flexible. Yeah, well, that's, this, it's not easy sometimes for Leo because they are the king, right? The king of the jungle. Let me see. Oh, way too many. We're going to put them all back. Okay, so far we only have flexible. What else do we need to know for the Leo reading? Just one or two at a time, or we're not taking them. So a need to get flexible about something. Yeah, with all this hostilities and all tied up and financial constraints, somebody isn't being yeah, come to the edge. Absolutely. Listen, somebody's being told to be more flexible and come to the edge about something, like, really allow yourself to do something here. We also got Treasure Island and Imagine. Like, if you want to imagine this is imagining someone, hidden motivations. It's hidden. We haven't spoke about it, but it's what we want. If you really imagine yourself having that Treasure Island, which is everything you want, they're saying you're going to need to be flexible and you're going to need to come to the edge. I definitely feel like you're being called on to do something here instead of being so rigid. A lot of rigid energy up here of just like, I'm, feeling, well, this hostilities, I'm still not happy about hostilities coming out. So I need to grab a card on hostilities. Give me one card on hostilities. What do we need to know about it? Why hostilities? Of all cards to come out, why hostilities? Absolutely. I mean, that it all is about your fear, no matter how I look at it. Present power. It's another card of strength, right? So we've got present power sitting here. Another card that represents Leo. You got so many Leo cards in this reading. It is ridiculous. Look at this. Okay, so you've got, the Knight, be brave and honest, which is a strength card. You've got the actual Angel of Strength. And now you've got present power. All Leo energies. and optimism came out as well. And all this came out for hostilities, present power and optimism. All right, so this is really Spirit wanting you to change how you're thinking. All right, no more being, aggressive, no more being up in your head. And this all tied up in financial constraints. I want to get one on that too while I'm at it. Can I get one card on all tied up in financial constraints? They're the same exact energy to me, just like the hostilities was. No, I got to put that back because I'm still looking over here. All tied up and financial constraints. Just one or two cards. What is it we need to know? The sacred temple and true love. Absolutely. This is love for self, though. This true love card is about someone who goes to the mirror and discovers love for self. And that's part of the journey with sacred temple. Somebody's got to get up out of their head, which is filled with like anger and hostilities and aggressiveness, and get into a very optimistic state of mind here. This is a tough reading, but Shapeshifter says you can do this. Shapeshifter can transform into this. Broken Arrow says we need to embrace an energy of peace and instead of being up in hostilities and anger. And this is a reoccurring theme in your reading. Be brave and honest with the night. Shift your perception. This is looking at it from a different perspective. And dream and journey. If you can change the way you react and change the way you think, and according to this, you've got all the tools you need to do it, you can change your life and you can come into contact with your soul person. And you can have this thing that you dream of having that you would really love to have, but not in your present energy. You're going to have to change your energy, and you've got to get more flexible. You've got to be more up in, you got to know that how amazing you are. You've got to stand in self-love. That's part of your journey. In order to have love, you got to feel love for self first. That's just how it works, and that's for everybody. You got to be more flexible, and you got to be able to come to the edge and do the new thing without holding back and being self-conscious, without holding back and wanting control. You have to just allow. You're going to have to do it this way if this is what you want. What you want includes you releasing a lot of really staunch energy here that needs to be released. All right, nothing wrong with it. It's just that it might be difficult for you to do. You are a Leo, and Leos don't really like to give their power up. But it's for the sake of you coming together with someone. People don't want someone who wants to hold all the power, They want someone who's going to be their peanut butter and jelly. These are peanut butter and jelly for me. That's what I call this couple. These are two people that gel so well together. They are each other's yin and yang, right? Somebody here wants everything. They are on a spiritual journey to self-discover. If you can self-love, you can have the rest of this. But you have to change your perception. You have to shift the way you do things, and you're going to have to be more soft. Definitely. No doubt about it. All right, let's get another peek here. And we're going to have to reveal those feelings. We're going to have to reveal what we want. We're going to have to become vulnerable. This is so hard for Leo. Leo, you have to become a pussycat. You have to become vulnerable. If you want somebody in your life and you want to have all this. Now listen, if you're going, but I'm not, it's probably not your reading. This is really, really specific reading for a Leo person who is so afraid to just allow. They're just wanting to control everything and being too aggressive and too, controlling about it, and not allowing, to the point where, you're basically blocking your blessings. Nobody wants to come in and stay in for any length of time because they don't want to be controlled. They want a partner who's going to work with them and be flexible. Someone who's going to go after Treasure Island together with them, not try to make Treasure Island all by themselves and you like it or leave it, right? I actually know somebody like this. They are not a Leo. They're a Sagittarius, but they must have a lot of Leo in their chart because, boy, does this feel like them. Anyway, what else do we need to know about this? What else do we need to know? Oh, gosh, no, just one. What do we need to know about this? The win or lose card just fell out, by the way. Win or lose. And that is this kind of attitude. I either win or I lose, and that's it. There's no in between. That's the energy I'm getting off this reading. But there is opportunity to change this here by getting more optimistic, by getting on that sacred path, by developing a love so strong for self that you don't need to feel like you need to worry about another person or control another person, because you love yourself so much it doesn't really matter. Let's get a little more information on this reading, please. Just one. What came out? Choose your battles. 100% exactly what I'm saying. Refusing to see is at the bottom. Wow. Okay, give us one more on this, please. Open up. Are you kidding me? Open up. This really, really has to do with everything I just said here. Choose your battles. Refusing to see, choose your battles, and open up. And this is what I feel like someone has to do in order to let love in. This is going to be something really new for you. I feel like you haven't ever done this. If you've ever done this, it hasn't been in a long time. To just let yourself be vulnerable and to allow yourself to really come to the edge and be flexible and allow. And even while going through this whole time, focusing on love for self. Focus on love for self. Don't worry about love for another person. First, love for self. Everything is just truly loving yourself, but at the same time, taking on and embracing an energy of peace. In other words, I love myself, but I am not going to use it to control a person, hold a person down, pin a person down, make someone do things my way. There's a lot of aggressiveness in your reading. I'm sorry, Leo, that it came out this way, but it is showing up this way. They're saying, look, it's great to have this beautiful Leo power. It really is. But they want you to be more optimistic. Instead of having any kind of hostilities or being all freaked out up in your head, constrained and aggressive, just allow. Allow yourself to love yourself and others in a very peaceful kind of allowing sort of way. Shifting your perception the whole way along to transform and to embrace an energy of peace. If a fly wants to let go from your hand, let them go. Let them go. If they want to come back to your hand, they'll come back to your hand. And that's what this very much feels like. Someone who just needs to be flexible and go to the edge and allow, but at the same time, with this focus on the treasure island that you want so badly, it's right there, right? But you're not really saying anything about it. You're just like, and Spirit's saying, no, we need to see where we need to choose our battles, and we need to open up more. So more about opening up about how you feel instead of hiding it, and less about trying to make people, stay or do things your way. Okay, so if that makes any sense. And if this is all vice versa, then it's all vice versa. I don't need hate mail. Okay, I know that Leos get angry when anyone tries to tell them. This is not an attack. It really isn't. This is just Spirit over and over and over again saying, be careful of the energy you're in, and maybe shapeshift that as the shapeshifter and the broken arrow. Transform and unveil your gifts. Broken arrow, embrace an energy of peace, and air guardian, shift your perception. A lot of Spirit wanting you to look at things. And remember what I said about the knight? The knight gets brave and honest with themselves. They go to the mirror and they look in it and they say, I'm going to be honest with myself. Okay, so I feel a lot of that going on here. Now, if this is all vice versa and someone else is doing this to you, well, then that's the way it is, right, Leo? But I do feel this message was for various different Leos out there, and it's just because you guys are a sign that takes charge. But sometimes you take charge in your love life to the extreme that kind of scares people away. It's just because you are an aggressive sign as far as you know what to do. Like, you take control and you do your thing. This can freak out some people. You guys freak the heck out of water signs. They're all like, what? And even earth signs get freaked out by Leos, sometimes, because of the fact that they're just different species, right? So it could be just that. So I'm not picking on Leos. I'm really not. My favorite person in the world, my brother, is a Leo. But he would be the first one to say, yeah, I do that. you know, not on purpose. It's just because, like, although, if I have an emergency, my brother's the first one I can call because he will take charge, right? That's the part of a Leo we love. But when it comes to your peanut butter and jelly, that's not the part of the Leo they love. The part of the Leo they love is the part that's soft and sweet and flexible and that they see a future with, okay? Someone who they can really know is going to pick their battles and not refuse to see their flaws, because we all have flaws, right? And someone that's going to open up and be brave and honest and say, yeah, I do that, and I'm sorry, and I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to use the power I have to shapeshift. I'm going to use my perception and change it because I've been looking at it wrong. And you're right. If someone wants to be let go or to be free to, roll around in the grass naked, I'm not going to try to control them. It's them that are going to get the rash, not me. I mean, just allow. And that's really what I see happening here, Leo, is that this is an opportunity for you to really come to the edge and think differently, become more flexible, and imagine that treasure island that you're going to get with this peanut butter and jelly person. This is your person. You are meant to be together. But we're going to have to get a lot softer, and we're going to have to open up and tell them, I want you to be my person. I want you to be my peanut butter, right? Or my jelly, whatever part you play. And I'm willing to, work on my flaws. And maybe they got some flaws too. Some of these flaws might be theirs, right? Anyway, so I hope you guys will reach out and tell me, but not in a mean way, right? Because I'm just reading the cards, right? Let me get you a couple of angel cards here. Angels. What do we need to know here for anyone who's going to resonate with this reading, Leo reading? Yeah, absolutely. Flexibility. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe flexibility came out twice. Super, super important message. I felt it when it came out to Leo. Integrity, standing in your integrity. All right, so if there's something you got to face, just face it and be honest. If there's something that you feel that you might have done that wasn't in the highest integrity, just say so. I mean, it's better to just say it. It says open up, right? It's better to open up. And then synthesis. This is what comes in from these changes and these tweaks and these honesties and this opening up. Pure joy. That's what comes out of all this beautiful reading. I do know that this sounded a little picky, but I don't think it was. I just think it's, the way that these cards are coming out, it's just to help you be able to get to your forever person. And your forever person is amazing, but they don't want you holding back. They don't want you trying to control it. And they don't want you, they want you to be more flexible. I mean, that came out several times here in different ways. So, just allow it and let it flow, right? If it wasn't meant to be and that fly flies away, another fly will come. Maybe a dragonfly will follow. They're even more beautiful. Something beautiful will come because of you allowing and you just opening up and not trying to control it. And not only that, you might be controlling something that's not meant to be. And I always tell people, if you're controlling something that's not meant to be, trying to hold on to it, trying to, keep it, contained and not letting it flow freely or leave, you're blocking a blessing that's trying to come in. So that's another thing. So be careful you don't block your blessings, because your blessings are really awesome. You don't know it, though. It's hidden behind the mask. Or someone here has got to speak up and say how they feel about their peanut butter and jelly here. All right? Guys, I hope that this makes sense to someone. Again, I don't want Leo to think I'm picking on them, because I adore Leos. I really do. I think you are just some of the most beautiful people. Beautiful, wonderful people. And I could like literally call on you for anything. Like that's how I feel about a Leo. I could pick up the phone and be like, Leo, I need you. And they're like, got you. You know, I really feel that way. So not picking on Leos, I promise you. But there is a lot of messages here about just allowing, being flexible, and opening up. I feel like if this is not you holding back, your peanut butter or jelly is holding back, and somebody really, really cares about the other person. And Spirit says, just, you know, don't refuse to see it. They're saying refusing to see is not going to get you anywhere. Not being flexible is not going to get you anywhere. Choose your battles, know when to be flexible and free, and know when to open up, you know, because this is really important for some reason for them to keep going over it. Something about you embracing this energy of peace, transforming and looking at things differently, changing your perspective and being brave and honest enough to even admit your own flaws is going to change your life. That person is going to open up to you as well, just by you being so flexible and open to them. It's going to change your life. I really do feel it. Anyway, guys, please reach out and let me know if this is your reading. If you feel like this is your reading. If it's not, please check out your other signs. Please like, share, subscribe. I do appreciate it. Guys, I am not taking on any personal readings right now. I have so many already booked, and I'm going to just ride those out. And then when I see I'm coming to the end of the list, I will start booking again. I know I've been turning people away, and I apologize. I'm very sorry. I just don't want a whole long list of people waiting and waiting and waiting. It's just not fair to anybody, right? It's not fair to put that pressure on me, but it's also not fair for you guys to have to wait and wait and wait for a reading. You know, there's other readers out there. I'm sure you could book a reading with another reader. If you want to come to me and wait for me, that's great, and I appreciate you so much, but I understand if you can't. So in a few weeks, I will be reaching out and telling you guys where I stand and when I could start taking on more people, okay? All right, guys, thanks for being so understanding, and I know every single one of you have been. All right, take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.